Oh, another video on the YouTubes. How's it going, lads? This one is special. Here's why. The PlayStation 5 Pro. They sent me one. So I want to firstly say a huge thank you to PlayStation for sending me the PlayStation 5 Pro. Needless to say, me and my son were a little bit excited about it.
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What?
Yeah, no, we were really excited about it.
Look, son! Look what we got!
Yeah, so thank you PlayStation for sending the PS5 Pro. This is the brand new PlayStation 5 system that promises to deliver a crispy 4K 60 frames per second visual on most AAA titles. There is a long list of games that PlayStation 5 Pro is optimized for, and I had the honor of trying out some of those games myself to see if the PS5 Pro is indeed a big upgrade, and the number one important question, is it worth all that extra money? Now, I myself personally have tried out several different AAA titles on this system, and the games that I've personally tried are games that I've already owned on my previous PS5, and I wanted to see how these games compare to each other from the standard PlayStation 5 system to the PlayStation 5 Pro we know today. The games that I tried were Demon's Souls, Spider-Man 2, God of War Ragnarok, Stellar Blade, and Final Fantasy VII. Now, each of these games have been optimized for the new system. So the first game that I tried out on this system was Demon's Souls, the remake. Now, in my opinion, Demon's Souls is still hands down one of the best looking games on the PlayStation 5 system. So I wanted to see how much better can it look on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Here's what I found out.
Oh, okay. We're at the gates of Bulgaria. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's... okay, this game looks really nice. I know this game already looks nice, but let's have a look at the settings here. Oh, it's already set to PS5 Pro. Ah! Ah! Yeah, this game looks... This is the new PS5 Pro setting. It didn't give any information on what this setting can do, but here we are. Does this setting make me even better at parrying? Yeah, nope. No! Ah! Hurry, God! In 4K resolution? Okay, this game looks really nice. Like I said, though, this game already looked really nice, but it does look a bit crispier now that I'm playing it in nice, beautiful 60 frames and 4K resolution with no struggles. Oh, did he parry or did I? Ooh, we're in the Nexus. Hello, lady with eye patches or band-aids on her face. Wow. Man, you forget how pretty this game is. But the PS5 Pro is giving me a nice reminder of how good this game can actually look. Wow. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, it's running smooth. It feels like a constant 60 frames. It's running on 4K with no hiccups. Yeah, the PS5 Pro mode is nice. How much of a difference it is compared to the original PS5? I mean, it's not huge, but it's definitely there. Let's move on to the next game.
So that was Demon's Souls on the PlayStation 5 Pro, with the brand new PlayStation 5 Pro setting. Now, in my opinion, the game looks great, but the game has always looked good, and on the standard PS5, it still looks fantastic. Yeah, there is some slight improvements to the frame rates and the overall visual, but nothing too drastic for me to go, yeah, that's the reason I need to buy this system. So now we're going to go and see if we can try out another game. The next game that I've been really excited to try out was, well, that one. Spider-Man 2.
Ooh. Oh, this looks so good. So, visual settings. We are currently at Performance Pro. Our other option is Fidelity Pro. Performance Pro targets a smooth 60 frames per second while retaining the image quality of the standard Fidelity mode. through use of PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution. So that's the PSSR. All ray tracing features are on, including ray trace reflections, ray tracing on water, and ray traced with window interiors. This mode is recommended for most players. Okay, and what's the other one do? So Fidelity mode. This mode targets a slower 30 frames per second, for players who want to experiment with new ray tracing graphical features. So you can experiment with this mode. Okay, these new features can be tuned individually but to reach higher intermediate frame rates, especially when using the VRR or 120 Hz display mode. Options, pedestrian and traffic density may be increased in some areas, and fine hair detail also increased. So if we set it to Fidelity Pro, so if we turn off the ray tracing and put everything on like lower settings, will that give us higher frame rates? The frame rate seems okay. I mean, visually it looks good. I don't know. Like, am I supposed to be seeing a difference here? Right, let's go to the other setting because the frame rate seems like it's dropped or something. Let's go back to the visual setting. I'm going to go back to Performance Pro. So this is basically a mode that's recommended for everyone. Yeah, no, the frame rate's better and it looks better. Like, I can see the Fidelity Pro mode is more of like somebody that likes to experiment with visuals and details, but this gives you all the details that you need. So this is the recommended mode. The frame rate is really nice. It seems very, very fluid. I like that. Let's check the ray tracing, because should be ray tracing turned on. Yeah, okay. Well, I can see my reflection there, so that's something. My reflection on the car. But again, this game already looked fantastic on the regular PS5. I will actually put up my hand and say that I am noticing some visual improvements here. I can really see the constant frame rate now. The ray tracing is very much prominent now. Let's get a view from above and see. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I'm seeing a lot more detail. I'm gonna swing around for a while because I want to see how consistent is this frame rate. Okay, let's get across the ocean there and see. Yeah, this is very, very fluid. Very fluid. Maybe we'll get into some combat. What do you think? Oh shit. Oh shit. I haven't played this game in a while, so please don't judge. But the frame rates are good. Oh my god! Yeah, I suck. Yeah, the new Performance Pro mode is really nice. Like, this recording is probably not doing it any justice, but it's genuinely very, very nice looking. Wow. Yeah, Spider-Man 2 on the PS5 Pro is no joke, bro. This shit looks incredible. Actually is tempting me to play the game again. But there's no, like, frame rate hiccups whatsoever. And visually, it's just incredible looking. Wow. Alright, next game.
What an absolute gorgeous game. Spider-Man 2 running on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Looks really good. The frame rate, I think, was the most noticeable change with the brand new settings on the PS5 Pro for this game. And to be quite honest, the game looks fantastic anyway. And with the added features that the PS5 Pro can bring, yeah, it looks that little bit crispier. But it still wasn't enough for me to go, yeah, that is definitely worth getting the PS5 Pro for. So now we're going to try out a game that I've been meaning to play in its entirety, and that game is Stellar Blade.
From what I heard, there's 2 different settings for this one, so this is going to be an interesting one to check out. Alright, so here we are with Stellar Blade. Let's see what settings we have to mess around with. Alright, so we have... Wow, there's a lot of settings for this game. Prioritize performance, balance, prioritize resolution, and now we have these two new modes. The Pro mode, which is an enhanced balanced mode. This mode is optimized for the PlayStation 5 Pro console, utilizing the PSSR for superior quality. And the Pro Max mode, enhanced prioritized resolution mode. Okay. This mode, optimized for the PlayStation 5 Pro console, this mode provides a higher frame rate. Okay, so let's have a look at prioritize resolution mode. What does that do? It just prioritizes resolution and quality. Okay, so it's more of a resolution and quality mode, I think the Pro Max mode is, with a higher frame rate for the Pro Max version, but not necessarily higher than the Pro version of the game. Because the Pro mode version of the game is an enhanced balanced mode. And balanced mode is resolution and frame rate is what they focus on. So I'm assuming Pro is a higher frame rate, Pro Max is a higher resolution. So let's have a look at Pro Max first then. So it's funny that the game doesn't need to like reboot or reload when you switch the modes. I always find that a bit strange because how do you know the mode changed? But this is the Pro Max setting. I'm so rusty. I can't really remember how to play this game, to be honest. Oh! There you go. There you go. Now we're sucking diesel. Let's heal. Don't interrupt my combos, jeez! Sweet. Uh-oh. And I died. Well, shit. Okay, so frame rate seems to be okay. Resolution is high. Let's switch it to the Pro mode and see if we can see anything majorly of a difference. Yeah, frame rate's higher. Frame rate's definitely higher. I wish I had a way of reading how much frames I'm actually putting out. I just don't have that ability. I'm going by my eyes, which is probably not the best way to go by. I'm definitely noticing a boost in frame rate for the PlayStation Pro mode than the Pro Max mode. I think I prefer this mode. I mean, you probably have to really test the Pro Max mode on like a bigger television that can do like high resolutions and stuff. But on my monitor, it's doing pretty good. It looks great. Not much more I can say about it, but it does look good. Let's move on.
So that was Stellar Blade. Looks absolutely gorgeous on the PS5 Pro, especially with that brand new Pro setting. Now, I find that the Pro and the Pro Max setting were a little bit confusing, considering the Pro Max setting is supposed to give a higher frame rate, but it felt like the regular Pro setting was the one that was giving the better frame rates. I don't know. It was very difficult to differentiate the two different settings. The only differences I could see was the higher frame rate, which was on the Pro setting. But overall, the game looks great, and I can't wait to play it in its entirety on the PS5 Pro. Now, the next game we're going to try out is a game that I think a lot of us know and love, and that's God of War Ragnarok, which is one of the games on the list that is optimized for the brand new PS5 Pro system. Now, God of War Ragnarok is already a stunning game. So how much better can it look on this brand new PS5 Pro system? Well, here's what I found out.
Alright, so this is God of War Ragnarok, and oh my god, this looks so good. PS5 Pro Enhanced. Quality features enabled at a higher frame rate, dynamic resolution favoring quality and targeting a constant 60 frames per second. And it's got scaling for PSSR. So that's the PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution. It's an AI-driven upscaling that uses machine learning-based technology to provide super sharp image clarity by adding an extraordinary amount of detail. So this has PSSR, and I can actually see the detail immediately. I'm not going to progress in the story. I'm just going to look around here. I can see the detail in my armor, my hair, my face. The chickens! The chickens are detailed. Yo, my eyes can't even adjust to how clear this looks. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Bro. My eyes are like... I know this game already looked really nice on the PlayStation 5, but the PSSR is definitely... Wow. I hope this recording is doing this justice, because wow. Anyway, the game looks great. The combat, even in combat, the frame rates are consistent. I keep forgetting that I'm doing a review on the freaking PS5 Pro. This game looks incredible on the PS5 Pro. Incredible. Let's move on.
Yeah, this game looks amazing. God of War Ragnarok runs really smooth on the PS5 Pro, and it somehow manages to make this game look even more prettier than it already is. So now it's on to my favorite part of today's video, when I figured out the reason why a PS5 Pro is a system everybody should get. And that's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
All right. What mode do I have to set on? Okay, versatility. This is the newest mode. Prioritize maintaining a 60 frames per second frame rate while displaying graphics at 4K resolution. That's what we're at. And I can see it. I can see it, and it makes me so happy. Wow. So this is running at 4K resolution at 60 frames per second. I mean, does it use PSSR as well? Because I'm assuming it does. It doesn't say it does in the description, but I'm assuming it does. My eyes can't even process it. I don't even know if my drives and my CPU and GPU can process this. Okay, let's get into some combat. Okay, I have no abilities yet. Let's switch Punisher mode. Whoa, they see that? We juggle him like a Tekken character. Yeah, the frame rate is consistent even in the combat. Oh my god, this game looks incredible. Oh my god, dude. I haven't played this game yet properly. You telling me this is how I'm going to be playing the game now? I don't know how to describe this, okay? The recording is probably not doing it justice, but all I can say is this is one of the prettiest looking games I've ever seen in my life. Words are not coming out of my mouth because I'm infatuated by these visuals. Like, yeah, this just here's how this is how I know you should own a PS5 Pro, right? And why you should own a PS5 Pro. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. You don't need any more reason to own a PS5 Pro than this game. I'm actually getting kind of emotional looking at this because Final Fantasy VII means a lot to me. As a kid, it was a game that truly gave me an escape. Listening to the music and looking at these the visuals, this is exactly what this game was supposed to look like all those years ago, but the technology was not there. And here we are now with a PS5 Pro that can make a game look like this.
Okay, I think it's safe to say the PlayStation 5 Pro is, in fact, a very impressive system, especially for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. In my opinion, that game alone is a reason to own a system like this, especially if you love Final Fantasy VII and you want to see and experience that game in the highest possible visual fidelity type of way. This is the system to do it. And of course, I'm not saying that this system is worth getting over one video game. That is not the case, but it is definitely enticing for those that are fans of that particular franchise. Now, there are plenty of other games that are optimized for this system with brand new display settings to get the absolute best out of those games in terms of frame rates, fidelity, and just overall visuals. And that makes me happy because there's a lot of games that I still want to try out on this system that I look forward to doing so, and to see how far this particular model of the PlayStation 5 can push those games. Now, we got to get to the important stuff. Is a console like this worth getting at all? And the answer is kind of yes and kind of no. The reason I say that is because if you are somebody that's been a fan of the brand PlayStation since the beginning, the past 30 years, and you've been supporting this brand for that length of time, then yeah, this system is probably for you because you're a hardcore fan and you want the latest product. and this is the latest product. Now, is it a system that's worth getting if you're a casual consumer looking to upgrade from, say, like a Nintendo Switch? No. As a matter of fact, stay the hell away from it, because over here in Ireland, this costs a whopping €799, and that's without the disc tray and the little metal stand. You have to buy those things separately. If you wanted to buy this disc tray, you have to spend a further €120 on top of the existing €799, bringing the grand total to €920. And if you want to include the stand, that's an extra 30 quid. So overall, you're spending about €950 to €960 to own the full complete PlayStation 5 Pro system. And that just isn't recommended to the casual consumer because that's too high of a price. Once you hit that 900 mark, you might as well be building a PC at this point. But here's the thing. From my own personal experience and being with the system and playing with the system for the last few weeks, I can say that I love it. It's one of the best PlayStation experiences I've had so far, and it runs games so smoothly, and it just looks great, especially on my TV. And for somebody that appreciates technology and appreciates high frame rates and visual fidelity, this is a console that I can gush over personally, and I think a lot of people that are like me can also do the same. But I don't recommend it for the casual consumer. The price tag is too high, and it is a premium product, and that's what it's supposed to be. And I think that's what Sony are trying to push here, is a premium version of the already existing PS5. So overall, the PlayStation 5 Pro, it is a fantastic system. I like it. I'm enjoying my time with it, and I do recommend it to those that love PlayStation as a brand. But for casual consumers, stick to the regular PS5. It can run these games still at a high enough frame rate, and it still looks great depending on what kind of monitor or TV you're running it on. And you don't need to go out your way to spend the extra couple of €100 just for those slightly crispier visuals on some of the games that you love to enjoy. So that was the PlayStation 5 Pro and the games that I played on it and my opinions on the system. I want to say again a huge thank you to PlayStation for sending me the PS5 Pro. I was in disbelief that they reached out and they wanted to partner up again, because I still remember when I received the PS5 original system back in 2020, and I was one of the first in the country to receive it. I was like a kid at Christmas again. It was truly one of the defining moments of my channel, because it shown how far as a community we got to get the notice from PlayStation themselves. So it really meant a lot to me. And again, a huge thank you to PlayStation for the PlayStation 5 Pro. It means a lot to me, and I got to share my opinions with you all on this system. So let me know, what did you think? Is it a system that you're interested in? Have you already bought one? Let me know your experiences in the comment section. Or if you plan on getting one, do you have any more concerns, any more questions? Let me know. I've had this system for a couple of weeks now, and I'm loving it. So if you want anything to be explained, I'm more than happy to do so. So leave it down in the comment section, and I will get to you as soon as I can. But that is going to be it for today's video. I played the PS5 Pro for the first time. I've experienced some great games. There's some really huge differences with some games, not so much with others. But overall, it is a pleasant experience. It is just a pity that it is a very premium product with a premium price tag. But that's to be expected, especially with a system that can do what this can do. Overall, I love this system. I look forward to playing more AAA titles on it and trying more games. As I said, there is a huge list of games that are available right now that are optimized for this new PlayStation 5 Pro, and I can't wait to try as many of them as I can. But that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And again, a huge thank you to PlayStation for sponsoring today's segment. It means a lot to me to be able to do these kind of videos for all of you and to share my passion and love for the PlayStation brand. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.